Breaking news, according to TMZ, Hulk Hogan has died.
No way! Yeah. I saw Jimmy Hart post that he was not. That he didn't think he was doing well. Wow, recently. Man.
That's a lot of people's introduction into wrestling. That's why a lot of people love
me. Like wrestling. I was a kid in the 80s, in the 80s.
Wrestling is built off the back of Hulk Hogan, not his exclusively.
The WWE is pretty much
definitely
WWF,
part of. Even the interest from WWF, which is now WWE, but also the WCW stuff. That's where I remember encountering.
Oh, yes, man. Hulk. I mean, NWO. That sets them
I'm
off.
older than you guys, so because Hulk was WrestleMania 1, 2, 3. Then, those were all the Hulk Hogan thing. He had a kids cartoon back then. Like he was
remember
huge.
The cartoon. Remember the wrestling buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he got mad that a black dude was dating his daughter. Said the N word a couple of times. So we were like, okay, we can't kick it with Hulk no more.
That did happen.
But
he was 71 years old. Early Thursday morning, according to cardiac arrest from home.
It comes in threes. Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan. Yeah. All this week.
That's true. Man.
That's like a real. Wow. That's like a real Y2K trio too. That's like a modern trio of people. Yeah, that's wild. I know the Hulk had been they said he was recovering from surgeries. His wife a few weeks ago denied he was in a coma. We broke the story last month. There were rumors he was on his deathbed. But he said he was just dealing with a neck procedure. So, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster, Hulkamaniac.
Yeah,
I am a true American.
I want to rip my shirt right now thinking about Hulk Hogan. One of the most recognizable wrestlers of all time, and one of the most recognizable
was in Rocky 2. Remember?
Was in Rocky 2. Yeah. And all types of movies.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could easily argue late 80s through the mid 90s. He's probably one of the biggest stars of that era by far.
I mean, not just wrestling, celebrities.
Just celebrities.
Laid the foundation for the goal for some of these modern wrestlers now, where it is, do really well here, and then boom, I'm gonna be Batista and I'm gonna go off into movies. I'm gonna be the Rock, Cena, and go off into
have my own cartoon,
into movies, and have my own be my own sort of brand, because the Hulk was a brand. Hulk Hogan was a brand in and of himself. N-word aside and racist things that he's done to the side. That is the foundation and the blueprint for what these wrestlers want to do now. The level of stardom that they strive for. And if we were going to do a Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, if you can move past the again, I keep saying he's on it because it's big. If you can move past it, he would be on there.
I think he is. God, this is right off the top of my head, and I'm a big wrestling guy. I think because of where he took it, because wrestling was just like this regional thing, and it did well. It was like Major League Baseball in a sense. It did
College
really
football.
It did really well. Yeah, in the areas that it was popular. And when he came along and wrestled, and obviously when Vince McMahon, you kind of put him and Vince McMahon, Jr. together, right, in this whole thing. And then there was that first WrestleMania, and it just kind of took off and became this huge national mainstream thing. And it's primarily because of him. Yeah,
him. Yeah. He was. But there was a lot of great ones, right? Macho Man Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah.
I mean, before those guys, I don't know who is.
Before them, it was regional, to Bennett's point. Yeah, before them, it depended on which territory you were in.
I'm just thinking in terms of Mount Rushmore. There's probably somebody from that era that we would include on a Mount Rushmore. You got to have, is Hulk Hogan the first person that you'd put
on a Mount Rushmore?
Somebody from that era, I think, is the first one that goes on. Around here, we would say immediately, Jerry the King Lawler.
He's not a Mount Rushmore.
But that's because of the territory we're in.
Bruno Sammartino, somebody from the 50s, 60s,
I think
70s.
it's very hard to come up with a definitive list. I think that you would put... I would put Stone Cold. I would put Stone Cold Steve Austin on.
So we're doing this. We're doing the list.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now off the top of my head. I without question, Stone Cold Steve Austin's on the Mount Rushmore because, in my opinion, he saved WWF at the time when it was the Monday Night Wars and stuff. Yeah. Stone Cold is the reason he saved it. So I got to put him on there. I think you got to put Hogan on there. I think you probably got to put the Undertaker on there.
Put who on there?
Undertaker.
Okay.
But see, I mean, you think
you
about
all one more.
See, that's the thing. Now, okay, I got to take Undertaker off. I think you got to put. I think maybe Flair's got to be on there. Okay. I think Ric Flair's got to be on there. Does The Rock go on the Mount Rushmore? I don't know if
he's on mine.
I mean, he's a guy the thing with The Rock, and it's more of transcending wrestling. Like The Rock became something way, way bigger than that, right? So do you include all that?
No.
I don't think so.
You just include the wrestling.
Although with Hogan, we like he wasn't a good wrestler.
I mean, HBK.
But he was the most popular one.
But we're like we're including. You kind of can't take it out of the thing though, out of the equation.
I guess I'm taking out the popularity that comes outside of wrestling.
Yeah.
Like I'm
as a wrestler, would The Rock make the Mount Rushmore of wrestling? I don't know. I mean, he was a good wrestler. He was the champ for a long time. You know, had a bunch of matches.
The Rock
in WrestleMania that were sort of iconic.
The way The Rock did promos, The Rock is one of the
that to me is why
The Rock is the best promo cutter
for sure
of all time
for sure,
and that's why I would have The Rock on my Mount Rushmore.
2 years ago when they were here right before WrestleMania and The Rock came out to do the promo, I was sitting next to Brevin and Fish, who aren't big wrestling fans. And The Rock comes out with the mic, and I go, "Hey guys, you're about to see Picasso. Like, just watch this." And he stood there for 20 minutes by himself talking, and was incredible. Like that was when he came out and was like, finally, The Rock has come.
That was the best part of the show, the very beginning. Yeah,
and everybody went crazy. Like it was so good. So that alone to me, like I think he's the best mic guy ever.
Yeah,
and he was a tremendous foil. Part of the reason we love Steve Austin was because of the beef that he had with everybody. Yeah. But that beef with him and The Rock, with those two going up against one another,
and McMahon,
it was superb. It was good stuff.
And then you like look at the current era, like Roman Reigns is one of the greatest champions ever. Yeah. John Cena, like though,
Cody Rhodes is becoming that.
He ain't on the Mount Rushmore.
So did you give me 4?
But I would say.
I would go. But see, my Mount Rushmore is going to be different than other people's Mount Rushmore.
We're all going to give 4, Bennett. Don't feel bad. We're not going to leave you out here on that cliff alone.
I wouldn't put Hogan on my Mount Rushmore. But I think if you're doing a definitive Mount Rushmore, I think he would go on it.
Okay, so do your Mount Rushmore.
My Mount Rushmore?
Do your Mount Rushmore.
My Mount Rushmore is Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'll go The Undertaker.
Yep.
The Rock. And probably the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Although I really want to put. I'm putting HBK on my Mount Rushmore. Okay. I'm putting the Heartbreak Kid on my Mount Rushmore. I would. He turned 60 the other day. Gosh. Yeah, that makes me feel old as crap.
Yeah. It was Shawn Michaels turned 60. I'd go Hogan. I'd go The Rock. I feel like from The Rock, Steve Austin era, like only one of those guys should make it, just because you got to space it out a little bit.
Okay.
And Stone Cold was great, but The Rock was better on the mic and arguably a better wrestler, just more athletic and stuff. Because
Austin blew those knees out there.
Yeah, Stone Cold was, and then the neck injury. But I'd go The Rock. So I'd go Hogan, The Rock. I'd go Ric Flair, because to me, like growing up in Atlanta, like he was WCW when WWF was on TV and everywhere. Like Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, was the other part of it. And then that gives me one more, and I would probably just go just from longevity and gimmick and all that stuff, The Undertaker.
Okay.
I was at WrestleMania in New Orleans 10 years ago or whenever that was, and like being there when all of a sudden the lights cut out and the bell rings, like that was electric. That was so cool to like be there when The Undertaker's music hits and to be there for all that. Like and that thing has lasted a long time, that gimmick. You know, everyone else kind of comes and goes. Hogan had gimmicks. Stone Cold before that, he was, he's been The Undertaker for forever, feels like. They had Kane and other parts of it, but that would be my 4.
Yeah.
I'd go Rock. I'd go Macho Man. I think I'd go John Cena.
Okay.
And then I'd go
no Hogan.
Vince McMahon called John Cena the greatest champion ever.
Vince McMahon. You trust Vince McMahon's judgment?
I mean, it's his, but that's his baby. Like he started.
We've seen his text messages.
Fair enough.
Because I'm trying to, like you say, Lang, space it out and
different eras,
and try and go different companies. Also.
I think Roman Reigns is close. I do. I think he's
so
close.
Too.
I think we'll look back on Roman Reigns.
But you know what works against him? He's so bad on the mic. Like that they had
not
to put,
anymore though.
I mean, they had to put Paul Heyman with him.
He was once upon a time. He's good now. He was once upon a time.
I think it's hard. So many that I like.
Yeah.
I think I'd go Goldberg.
Oh,
I think I
God.
go Goldberg.
No, sir. I hate Goldberg.
What you hate about Goldberg?
Just not a good wrestler. Okay. Not a good wrestler.
He was undefeated for forever.
Yeah, with one move.
That spear was a bad move, boy.
Somebody in the chat brought up, King Meeks brought this up. What about, none of us mentioned him or anybody has thrown his name out there. Sting.
Sting is great.
Sting's great.
Take that back. Goldberg off, pit Sting on.
Wow. Okay. I mean, he's a legend. He's a legend of the sport for sure.
There's so many legends. It's hard to pick just
one. Mount Rushmore of wrestlers is really
quick
tough.
Goldberg story. When I worked in Atlanta magazine asked me to do a Goldberg story. He was the champ at WCW at the time, and so I spent a day with him, and his limo picked me up. So it was me, Goldberg, and the PR guy, and we're in the back of the limo, and Goldberg immediately grabs like Copenhagen or one of those things and starts doing some dip, and he's spitting it in a champagne glass, because that's all there was in the back of the limo, right? So Goldberg's spitting in the champagne glass, and the thing I remember the most is he was carrying around one of those giant metal briefcases. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking, like you see people have?
Yeah.
And it was rattling like a rattlesnake. And I was like, I was like, I wonder what he's carrying around in there, like paperwork. Like, what if you're a wrestler? What do you carry in your briefcase? Contract? I don't know. Like
your Speedos.
So I was like, what's in the briefcase? And he opened it up, and it was just a giant bottle of Advil.
Oh, wow.
And I asked him, I was like, how do you fake getting hit with a chair? He's like, you don't. You get hit with a chair. He was like, you try to make your back flat. They try to hit you square on, but you just get hit with a chair.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m.